So the Florida issue and the storm. The cabal never do anything for one single purpose. There's always three or four. We've just mentioned one, collecting money for rogue elements in the US military to then go and waste again and then recreate the same issue and ask for more money and then recreate it again and ask for more money. But in the region that took the brunt of the alleged storm and more to do with the direct energy weapons that was used there, the Republican Mr. Scott, who I've got not much time for personally, but his margin in that region, North Florida and the Panhandle, is fairly wide compared to the rest of the state, 51% to 39%. That just happened to be the very same region that was affected by the storm. It is typically a Republican-leaning region. What I can now say about Florida and what's going on there, apart from the non-activity of FEMA, which we pointed out 2 weeks ago, they've still done nothing, that rogue elements are lining up to claim all the damaged land in Florida caused by the so-called Hurricane Michael, except it wasn't hurricane damage. Major hotel chains and casino people are attempting to move in there and take over all the land for cheap. The 1.3 million people that were displaced, evacuated or forced out currently will not be allowed to go back home. Like I said, currently. Now the same thing that happened after Katrina, there are reports now of those who didn't evacuate out of Florida being shot and killed by rogue elements of the deep state. They were the first on the scene. They always are. Snipers taking people out. I bet they won't report that on the Weather Channel or the Portal People News. This is what's going on. I have warned about it. Next item. I suspect the same thing is happening in the latest storm that went through Mexico. And the other storm that was close by to it, that was not mentioned too much in the news. Now this lesser known one went right along the coastline of southwest Mexico. Hopefully for them to create damage right along the coast around Acapulco. But all the media focus was on Hurricane Willa. Now it's given what I've already said, it's now expected that this was a triple exercise by the cabal. One, evacuate the whole coast like they did in Florida, which then allows the military to take over the region. Rogue military with the same ending. Two, distract from the so-called named Honduran caravan. And three, whilst area is evacuated, move new and extra militant terrorists into the region where the hurricane went through. So while all under the cover of military control, so whilst the focus is on the Honduran caravan, and people have now got wind of what we've been saying on this show for a long, long time, of who are in those caravans, they use this distraction tactic and move them in elsewhere. This is the way they work. Now I did warn of this 4 years ago, this plan, and it seems currently to have no ending unless real actions to counter it are forthcoming, and quickly. California, Louisiana, Florida, twice, Haiti, Puerto Rico, plus some of the other islands. Plus they were going to do it to Hawaii, remember, a couple of months ago. Maybe the same scenario was applied to South Carolina as well. People in high positions need to act on this, and very, very quickly.